Nest has finally released the Nest Secure, which is a DIY home security system. As an owner of a variety of Nest products, I've been eagerly awaiting for Nest to bring this product to market. So is it any good? Stick around as I share my thoughts, opinions, and experiences with the Nest Secure. Released November 1st, the Nest Secure offers homeowners a do-it-yourself home security system experience that can be self-monitored for free or professionally monitored by a company called Moni for $25 to $35 a month, depending on the plan that you choose. Cellular backup will also be made available as a service for $5 a month. So if you lose power or Wi-Fi connectivity, the Guard can still send out alert notifications. The Nest Secure Starter Pack retails for $499 and includes a base unit, which they call the Nest Guard, 2 sensors called Nest Detect, and 2 RFID tags called Nest Tag. As you would expect, the materials and industrial design of the Nest components are top-notch and have an Apple-esque look and feel. And the software interface is seamlessly integrated into the Nest app. So if you already have other products like cameras or thermostats, you'll be able to control your alarm from within the same place and leverage things like HomeAway Assist to get reminders to set your alarm in the event you leave your home and you forget to do so, which is a big plus. The Guard itself houses an 85 decibel siren, as well as a keypad interface that allows you to arm and disarm the system, a motion sensor, an RFID tag reader, which can be used in conjunction with the Nest tags to more effortlessly arm and disarm the system. It also has a built-in rechargeable lithium-ion battery, capable of providing the unit with up to 12 hours of battery backup. In addition, status information is relayed through a comforting voice.
There was motion downstairs.
Rather than blank chirps, so you know precisely what the system is trying to alert you to. Finally, a panic button on the rear base of the unit can be pressed to sound an alarm should a problem arise. The Nest Detects are the sensors you place around your home and can be attached to windows, walls, or doors, and features both an accelerometer and magnetometer to detect when the window or door it is attached to opens or closes.
The garage door was opened.
It also has a motion sensor with a 15-foot range and a 54-degree field of view. There's also an LED light that can be enabled via software to illuminate a path for you as you pass by a sensor, and a button adorns the tip that allows you to quietly open and close the door without disabling your alarm, say if you want to let the dog out. The Nest Detects come pre-installed with a CR123 lithium battery, which can last up to 2 years. The Nest Tags are RFID units that you can wave over the Nest Guard to arm and disarm the system.
You have 1 minute to exit.
These can be assigned to individual users, configured to work during set times, or completely disabled in the app if they are lost or stolen. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about my experience setting up the system. Nest has made a name for itself developing products that are dead simple to set up. It's one of the many things I appreciate about their smart products. I've set up 4 Nest outdoor cameras and 2 Nest thermostats on 3 different networks, and the process has always been quick and painless. Unfortunately, that was not my experience with the Nest Secure. The first problem I encountered was when I tried to set up the Nest Guard. This is the brains of the system and needs to connect to your wireless network. Unfortunately, it would repeatedly fail and return a cryptic error code. After about an hour of research, I learned that the Nest Guard requires that your network have IP version 6 enabled. This was never a requirement before, and once I enabled it, things worked fine, but it was disappointingly more complicated than it should have been. Once the Guard was on the network, it was time to add the Nest Detects to my account, and lo and behold, they failed with a cryptic error message as well. 2 hours of research, trial and error later, I learned that the Nest Guard needed to be on the 2.4 gigahertz network of my dual-band router. Again, this was never an issue for my Nest cameras or Nest thermostats that are on the same network. Once I got past these painful hurdles, the rest of the setup went smoothly, and I was able to get all the other detects and tags added to the system quickly. Once the system is up and running and the detects are mounted to the various doors, windows, and walls, The system is easy to use and can be armed to stay, away, or turned off completely. This can be done on the Nest Guard
You have 1 minute to exit.
or through the Nest app on your Android or Apple phone. You can also monitor historical information about your system, like when it was last turned on or off and by whom. Know precisely which sensors were triggered, configure the arming, disarming alarm countdown timers, and disable motion sensing globally for the whole system or for individual Nest Detect units. Nest gives you a lot of control via its top-notch user interface, and I find staying within a single smart device's ecosystem to be an extremely attractive feature. With that said, I'm a bit disappointed with Nest's first home security offering. Don't get me wrong, I love Nest, and I really want to love this device, but certain issues give me pause. Let's start with the Nest Guard. It's the brains of the system, houses the only siren, and is designed to sit in full view near the entrance of your home, making it the first thing an intruder will see. Currently, there is no way to make it instantly alert, so should a breach be detected, the best you can do right now is set a 30-second alarm countdown. That gives your intruder time to react and smash the unit to pieces before sounding the alarm. Now, that's not a deal breaker because that's something that they can fix with a software update, but it's just odd that they wouldn't include that out of the box. Keep in mind there is tamper protection, which will alert you instantaneously via text message should the intruder unplug the device. And the built-in rechargeable backup battery will keep your system running for up to 12 hours.
Security alert. There was motion downstairs.
But it doesn't look like the most rugged of devices, and I can see a use case where it is destroyed without being unplugged first, rendering it useless. If you're not at home, you'll be broken into and be none the wiser. And if you are home, hopefully the sound of the device being destroyed will wake you up. Either way, it's kind of unnerving to think that the core of your system, the heart, if you will, is so visible and vulnerable and calls so much attention to itself. I really would have liked to have seen the Nest Guard be 3 different devices, the brains, the keypad, and the siren, so that you can disperse them throughout your house. You could hide the brains somewhere in a closet, you can put your siren in a different location, and your keypad in a third location. In this way, you force your intruder to make a decision. Do I go for the siren? Do I look for the main unit and try to disable that? Do I run? As Bill Burr says, you don't want to just give them the layup. Another advantage to breaking down this one Nest unit into 3 separate entities is, for instance, my current alarm system. It's a traditional alarm system, and I have an extra keypad in my bedroom, and I have a 2-story house, so if someone opens my front door, I get a chirp in my bedroom, and that kind of gives me notification that something was opened. With the Nest Guard, being what it is, being a single device that's supposed to be sitting by your front door, essentially, it's nice that it gives you audible indications on what happened, but I'm not going to hear that from my bedroom upstairs. And so this is another reason why it's really important to have, either additional keypads, additional sirens, something to give you that additional feedback at various locations within your house. The next issue of contention for me is the motion sensing range of the Nest Detects, and the Nest Guard for that matter. The Nest Detects have a range of 15 feet and a field of view of 54 degrees, while the motion sensor on the base unit, the Nest Guard, has a range of 10 feet and a field of view of 90 degrees. By way of comparison, other motion sensors, like those from Abode, have a range of 39 feet and a field of view of 110 degrees, making the motion sensor coverage of the Nest pretty disappointing in comparison. Although I appreciate Nest's goal of trying to make a small, multifaceted sensor, it needs to do at least as good, if not better than, the competition to justify the premium pricing, in my opinion. Another disappointing revelation is that the motion sensors on my Nest thermostats are not leveraged by the Nest Guard. That's 2 extra sensors I could be using as part of my home security's impenetrable web of defense. It would also be another reason to stay within the Nest ecosystem. Clearly, the sensor is not of the same standard as the ones that come with the system, but put a disclaimer and let me utilize it. If this were a beauty pageant or there were no other home security options available, then Nest would certainly be the way to go if you're looking for a DIY solution. But with competitors like Abode and Ring, once they figure out or get around some of the intellectual property issues they're having right now, and once they bring their product to market, there's competition out there that might be a better value at this point, that also include a wider range of options and features. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. I hope it was informative to you. I hope it helped you one way or the other, or pique your curiosity. I'm going to include a link to Nest, the Nest Secure, in the description below so you can get more information about it and do your own research. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have questions or comments that I didn't cover, leave them in the comments section below, and I'll see you next time.